specifically for this video, I've put a lot of time and effort into making some sound effects and some visual effects, which can make it more entertaining. So here we have bam. Here's me making a joke and being extremely funny. And as you can see, you're all laughing. So you don't have to thank me, but if you do want to thank me, all donations are gratefully accepted. Just throw a check in the post. 2,000 euro, 3,000 euros, it's fine. Throw it in, and I'll spend it because I'm a nice guy.
If I told you a decade ago that this guy right here would become a multi-millionaire and become the most Googled and influential man on the planet, you would think I'm crazy. Back then, Andrew Tate was dedicated to his martial arts, in particular kickboxing. He started his journey as a kickboxer and eventually became a 4-time kickboxing world champion. Today, he's a multi-millionaire who speaks on masculinity as a whole and has millions of fans around the world. In this video, we will break down the blueprint for his massive success. People really undervalue the power of the mind and its effects so much nowadays. They're forgetting the fundamental core which leads to an immense success, which is the mindset and the competitive mentality to achieve greatness. The mind is a powerful thing. What you say to it can affect you in a powerful way. The things you tell yourself are so important as the words that you talk and speak literally subconsciously change the framework of your mind. Most people don't even realize this. Listen to this when Andrew Tate talks about it.
Self-hypnosis is ultra powerful. You've never hypnotized yourself?
No, I don't know how to.
Every word that comes out of your mouth is self-hypnosis. Do you consider yourself a strong person?
Yes.
Do you say I am strong?
No.
Why not?
Just don't say it.
Do you think if you say I am strong on repeat overall in a long enough time frame, if you keep saying I am strong and truly believing it, that you'll be stronger?
No.
Well, then you're wrong. You would.
Really?
Of course.
Right.
Self-hypnosis. You have to believe in yourself. You have to say things. If I were to tell you right now I could rip your head off with one finger, you wouldn't want me to try.
I mean, because you're a big guy.
Because you know I mean what I say.
So you can start to change the framework by doing something as simple as just telling yourself repeatedly a sentence like I am strong and intelligent like 300 times a day. Imagine your head being filled with those thoughts. You can literally change as a person. Slowly and steadily, you change the way you talk, your walk, your style, your personality. All gets molded and a new identity is formed, an identity that will serve you well. All that starts with just a simple practice of telling yourself that you are the person that you want to be. Not in the future, but you are that person now, in the present. You can do this right when you wake up, when your brain is in the theta state. It might sound stupid or wishy-washy to some of you, but you can try it yourself and see. I mean, what have you got to lose? Like, really, you lose nothing, but potentially gain everything that you desire. You can even keep a counter in your phone. There's an app for this, and just tap it each time you do the affirmation. Suppose you do 50 in one day. Try doing 70 the next day. Keep improving the numbers daily. Another foundation to any success that you want in life is the power to do the thing that is needed and must be done, even when you don't feel like it. Even on days where you feel or bad, you just suck it up and do the thing that is needed to be done anyways. Here's a quote from Andrew Tate on this.
I train every single day and I'm never motivated, but I'm disciplined. I never wake up and think, yeah, I want to train. I've been training my whole life. I'm bored of it, but it's something that has to be done, right? So the idea of entertainment, the idea of motivation, these things are completely detrimental to discipline. People come to me all the time and say, how do I get motivated? I say, you don't, you get disciplined. I don't care if you feel like doing X. You must do X or you will stay a loser. So do you want to be a loser or do you want to do X?
Without discipline, you cannot do anything worthwhile in life. You need to instill that mindset of doing the hard work even when you don't feel like it. Feelings can go here and there. It can be erratic. Some days you feel good and want to get things done, while other days you feel and don't want to do anything. Don't let your feelings and emotions dictate whether you're going to do the task or not. Now, your question would be how to cultivate this discipline. Like any other skill, discipline is also a skill that can be developed and perfected through practice and repetition. It can start off with, let's say, the cliche advice that you've heard many times, which is making your bed in the morning, right when you wake up. You might think, oh, how will making my bed do anything to my path to success? Well, it does. The concept of making your bed is to slowly instill the control over your mind. And when your mind is in a place where it does not listen to you at all, you start small, like making your bed and instilling that discipline and making your mind take orders from you. So you progress like that and make your bed, and then maybe clean your desk, your room, and then maybe read for like 5 minutes per day, and then do exercise for like 30 minutes, and so on. Each time you hit a plateau, break it by doing something even harder. So start small and slowly progress to the bigger tasks.
Everyone wants money put on their lap. If you truly wanted money, you wouldn't be able to sleep until you had it.
Yeah.
And this is the point. So you're saying you're going to spiral then you're not cut out to be rich, my friend. Get a job in Starbucks. You off. Because when I had nothing, I couldn't be distracted. You couldn't distract me from what I wanted. That's who I am. If I want something, I'm going to get it.
You need to be obsessed with what you want to achieve, not passionate. When you're passionate, people will be all cheery and excited for you and be like, that's amazing, you found your passion. But when you're obsessed, they think you're crazy, they think you're weird, and ask, why you gotta be so obsessed with that? Or why do you care so much about that? Obsession is like a one-track mind where the want becomes a need. It becomes a necessity for you. Your mind is only filled with reaching that purpose, and it has the top priority. Even while you're eating or cleaning or even sleeping, all you can think about is your purpose. Imagine a person like that. He would never take a break or rest just cause he's feeling a bit tired. Would he not do the work just because he doesn't feel good? Absolutely not. So if you want to make insane changes to your life, you gotta be obsessed. You know you reached it if people start telling you're crazy, or when they tell you to slow down and take some rest, or when they ask you why you work so hard. Truly ask yourself why you want it. State the reasons, like sit down and just properly think about it. For example, it could be retiring your single mother who has been working so hard for you, or you want to get back at all the people who told you that you wouldn't make it, or you're completely angry about your current life situation and how you're so down in the dumps. You can use all this as a fuel for your obsession.
Do you have a belief that you could take 10 men with knives?
I have a belief that, yeah, I do. Because that's delusional.
That's delusional.
Yeah, but it gives me a best chance of possibly winning.
No, running away would give you the best chance of possibly winning out your mission.
Of course I would run away in that scenario. But if I had to engage them, if I had to engage them,
right.
If I had to fight them, I believe I'd be the most capable if I believed I could win.
Of course.
So for that reason, if I have to self-delude, then I will self-delude, and I will convince myself that I am here to destroy all 10 of them.
Andrew Tate accepts and knows that he's delusional because he believes that he can do insane and incredible things and fully adopt that in his mind, even though it's false and untrue. But because of this, he has amassed a fortune in terms of fame and money. It's fascinating to truly understand the framework of his mind. After listening to that, you can understand that it was inevitable that he became successful. There was no way he couldn't be successful because his mind and mentality was otherworldly. Let's say a hypothetical situation where he had lost all of his money and fame today. In just few months' time, he would rise to the top again just because of his